live again.
Hopefully.
Yes, that was.
Hi, everybody.
Sometimes we lose our feed. We're not exactly sure why we're working on that, but we can't. Having a hard time figuring out what the tech issue is.
It seems random.
Yeah, it's like our signal's fine and everything's fine, and it just like disconnects us. Facebook says no. I don't know why. Single
They
tier.
don't like us.
Right here. Okay. So anyway, here
good
we
morning,
are.
everyone.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us, our Finders Keepians. We're here for our State of the Paper address.
Right, and our theme today is creativity. I think spring kind of brings it out, like you just kind of get the urge to create and work with color because color is everywhere. And I am actually wearing a project that I wanted to share with you. These are Egyptian paper beads. It was a project that we did back in the day. I'm going to take you back in time. I was an elementary school teacher, and
I was a parent,
and Rach was a parent of one of my students, and that's how we met. And together we ran an art program for the entire school. It had nothing when I got there, and we said, "This is not okay.
This is not okay. Our children need art."
Oh, hi,
Evelyn. Our children need art. They need it now.
Yes, she hit
the table.
She pounds on things when she feels it. So, anyway, the first year out, we had our projects, we had our stuff all together, and
we went to Acapulco's.
You did, and we sat down and laid out the whole year of art projects, all these art books, yeah, and we laid them all out. Oh, this is going to be so cool, and we had a lot of success. It was a huge hit.
It was a huge hit, and we did it for 5 years.
Yeah, and we did individual failures, however. There was a fail in the Egyptian paper beads because the kids... Okay, so you have to start... It's like you have these magazine pages, and they're cut in long triangles, and then you take a toothpick, and you roll the paper up around the toothpick, and that makes the hole for the bead. So then you remove the toothpick, and you can string it.
You can string them.
Well, we had some frustration. There were tears.
There were tears.
In crafting class.
What?
It was very
There's
sad.
no crying in crafting.
Oh my gosh. I'll never forget poor Mark Donnelly with just the tears running down his face. I just felt horrible.
We felt really bad.
We said no more Egyptian paper beads ever.
No more.
But I do have this necklace from that day to remind me,
I didn't even get a necklace.
My kids didn't even finish. I was bad.
I didn't even have a bracelet
Oh.
to show for that.
Would you like my
No,
necklace?
it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. I stole this necklace from my younger daughter today.
So creativity, isn't it awesome?
It's great when there are no tears.
Yes.
But sometimes tears could add to the creativity.
And sometimes tears take away because when we get too tense, we cannot create, and that's a bummer. And so it's interesting because one of my favorite bloggers just posted today about what do you do when you don't have the creativity, when the juices aren't coming, when you just don't know what to do. And so I'm going to say this is Tila Cunningham, and her blog post is called Every
Dash Tuesday.
Yeah, it's every Tuesday, but there's a dash in there.
.com.
So her first tip, number 1, is change your surroundings and your mindset. Now she talks about how when she was an art student, the teachers would all be like, change your surroundings,
go
take a walk. And she'd be all like, yeah, thanks.
I have to write a paper. I have to design stuff.
And also just like I'm walking and now what?
Yeah.
So her take on that is like you change your surroundings, but you also have a task that
you have to do something.
Yeah. So you go grocery shopping, or you go to the park and read something, or you exercise,
there has to
or
be
you do
something that you're doing.
So there's
also
an intention with it. So that can kind of break all of that loose. Number 2, put yourself in it and find a way to get excited about the work. So she's saying, like, sometimes you're working on something that just doesn't excite you. I've done it because I've done scrapbooks for friends who don't scrapbook for their, like, vacation trips and stuff. And I wasn't there. So I don't really have the passion. I didn't really want to go there. I don't really didn't want to. So it's like I'm not so in that.
But you're doing this great
or
thing
about
for
their
a
kids'
friend.
sports. So everyone who knows me knows I'm not an athlete, so it's not my thing. So, I mean, I'm in it. So you just got to find a way to like, I like the colors. I like these textures.
You find something about it that you can find some joy or create your own passion about something, which is hard, but it's doable.
Her third tip is create opposite artwork, and this is kind of neat. Like she says, like if you're working digitally, then work with paper. If you're working on canvas, then work digitally. So you kind of change the mode a little bit up. So that can kind of help. And that's her favorite one. She's like, grab the watercolors. She's like,
Yeah.
that's what she says. Because she works digitally most of the time. She's a graphic artist.
But she loves watercolors. She's great at it.
Number 4 is talk it out. And that's why we really like being in business together. Because
partnering in something, when I get stuck on something, I can just be like, Sarah, this is what I've got. Please give me
and
a
then
color.
I'll pull out like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing here. What if this were here? Or like, what if that were there? So if you can find like a soulmate who is a creative person like you, who understands your style, they maybe can help talk you through to the next step. So that's kind of a cool one.
Huge.
And then number 5 is add in side passions. So she's saying like, if you're trying to design something that you're maybe like not really finding your groove, but you really love lettering, maybe do something with lettering on this other project.
that project.
Or if you're like really into, you love stickers and designing with stickers, then maybe bring some stickers into it.
Yeah. And I think I that's a fun thing to do too, because then you're incorporating something that may not be as expected. And oftentimes it can spark something else. It can always lead to something else. So we like that.
Right. So we have our way for...
So thank you, Tila.
Yes, thank you, Tila.
We love you every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Sarah has this great idea.
So what I do is I have these things called creativity bowls. And for me, it's just a thing that you have on hand that you can take down. It should be something that's easy to get out and put away. So it's not like a big production.
It's not a big thing.
And you just start working with materials. And so it can kind of free things up. And so you're not... And I really want to emphasize this. It's not about the product. Okay, so like it's not like if you're trying to make a card for your husband and you're not getting anywhere with it because it's not expressing what you feel. You switch over to creativity bowls, not to make the card. We're not making the card anymore. We're gonna
set that aside
just for a minute. And we're gonna do something that isn't about how it looks at the end. This isn't like, oh, now I'm gonna photograph this and put it on Instagram. No. Don't do that.
No.
This is just for you. So Rachel and I are going to we're taking a risk because we're doing our sloppy work, and this isn't about like how good it turns out.
No.
This is just about working with, right.
I've never done this before, so who knows what it's going to be.
And I'm working on burlap this morning, which I've never done before. So I'm like, okay, so we'll see what adheres.
When we get there.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, but first, the creativity bowls. So you need little bowls. And I'm lucky because, I'm lucky because I shop, but... I'm so lucky.
You're lucky because you can shop.
Yeah, I love little...
Is that...
Yeah, I cried because I couldn't shop and then I met someone who had no visa. Is that the...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, okay. So, these are little bowls that I got at Target. These would work great for creativity bowls. They're like little nesting bowls.
They're just little nesting bowls.
They're not the bowls I'm using because these are ceramic and I kind of like to use something that I can drop on the floor because I totally will. Because when I start getting in this kind of messy kind of mode, things fly.
Things start flying, you guys.
So
it's a little bit scary sometimes.
And I have to roll. Where is that thing?
You know how those rain ponchos? Like I'll sit over and I put my rain poncho
over her helmet.
Yeah, because stuff is going crazy.
I have these little bowls. Here, we'll have a toast to creativity.
Yay!
So
look at how cute these are.
They're 4 little melamine bowls from Target. They were really inexpensive. I mean, like $1 a piece, maybe. And so, I've just done little things like in this one, I have little pieces of paper with words on them.
She just printed up a bunch of words.
I did. I went onto my computer in my word processor and typed out words. I think they're in size 18 font. And I put like words that just popped into my head. They're popping all over. See, this is what I'm talking about with the messes. And I have reach, I have inspect, I have grow. I have my children's names are in here. Dream. I have art. I don't think I have dream.
Oh, I thought I saw a dream.
No, I have music.
Then.
Because you know what? I didn't want to do any of those command things.
Like live, laugh, love.
Yeah, I have kind of a thing about those. Just so you know. So yeah, I do a little bit. So anyway, I just have things.
It reminds me of the remember the magnetic poetry?
Yeah, like magnetic poetry, but on paper. And we can actually put this up for people to print out, or to get your own juices started on making your own pages if you want. And it's just a bowl that has these little pieces of paper in it. Then
talk about what today.
Oh, today is National Scrabble Day. So what I did for today's broadcast was I just went online and I printed up a page of Scrabble tiles and then just cut them out, and they're all in this bowl.
So fun.
Yeah.
You can spell out all kinds of words.
And then this is that new artist from American Crafts. Her name is Jane Davenport. We met her at Creativation, super nice lady. She does like multimedia stuff, and she came out with these little tissue boxes that's like all of these different prints. I picked this up at Michael's.
Yeah.
Or did I, Amazon, was it?
No, we got this at Michael's.
Yeah, this is at Michael's. Yeah. Okay, so
again with the shopping.
I know, right?
I don't know why.
So I had a 40% off coupon and I used it, I guess. So this is, and I just torn these up like pieces of these. They're they're napkins is what they are. Like watch, they kind of unfold and they feel exactly like a single ply napkin.
A single ply napkin.
That's what that is.
And then she tore them. So I'm going to do mine.
So we're going to be working with that a little bit. And then I have a little, like I went over to my stamp sets. I have many.
And she went like this.
Yes, Rachel was like, what are you doing?
And I was like, what are you doing? And
the stamps will call me.
And then she put her finger on one and pulled it out. And
yeah. And so it was a little one.
When you have so many to choose from.
Yeah, well, I was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, what can I say? So I've got a lot of stamps. I've got little tiny umbrella, a bumblebee, a bicycle, a little car. They're all vintagey, a chair. And then this was from when we went to, what's that shop that we went to with Evelyn?
Kuchen.
Yeah, Baum-Kuchen
Baum-Kuchen.
in LA. We went there one day and I got these little tiny, they're like postage stamps, but they're not really.
But they're so cute.
Yeah, so those are all in this bowl. And then what I can do, see,
look at how cute this
is I can just stack these just as they are and put them up on the shelf until I need them.
Bam.
And so it's super quick.
Done.
Set up, clean up, whatever, done, whatever.
Done.
So we're going to actually show you today, like what we might do if we were going to do some creativity stuff. And before we begin, one other thing. I'm using Dina Wakley's, I'm going to start with the gesso.
Okay.
Products, because I'm trying them out. I can neither,
love or hate.
Yeah, I'm not advocating this. I think that pretty much all white gesso and gel medium are the same.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not the same with each other, but they are the same, like in terms of like all gesso is pretty much the same. It's basically a primer. So like if you are creating something and it has lots of different surfaces on it, like maybe there's it's on paper, but there's a ribbon
metal,
or there's like little metal embellishments or buttons or, different kinds of paper even. And you want then to do some kind of wash over it with watercolor or something and you want the paint to stick to everything.
I'm going to start with this.
This is what you start with. It goes on everything. It's a primer, but not like a primer like you would use on wood at your house. It's a primer that goes across all different kinds of surfaces to make it all the same.
Okay.
So that. It goes
gesso.
underneath. Yeah, and I've done a little bit of gessoing here. I've been kind of practicing on my burlap. I put a piece of foil behind my page because I think I might be making a goopy mess today, and I'm not sure, and I want to protect the page underneath.
Goopies.
And then gel medium. Gel medium is
is it an adhesive?
Yes,
is this the one that's like Mod Podge, but it's
different. This is acrylic. So Mod Podge is thinned white glue. Gel medium is an acrylic base that you can use to adhere. It's great for collaging, so you could adhere things and then put a coat over, and then it all sticks. So that's what we'll be using today.
Do you color this?
You can add pigment to it.
Color both of them?
I don't see a reason to color gesso.
Okay.
Because it's a base,
it's
a
just
primer.
The base.
Unless you
put stuff over it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like they tint primers sometimes to make it take the color like in a richer tone.
Okay.
But probably not.
This is what you're going to tint.
You could tint, like if you had something like this, you could put some gesso in it, a little bit of pigment. Thank you. And you'd be ready to go. So that is the name of that tune. So gesso and gel medium, they're not the same thing.
No.
But they are really cool. So we're probably not going to use much white gesso today because you have to let it dry before you paint on top of it.
But that's what
I am going to open up the gel medium. And so, Rachel, I don't feel so creative today. What am I going to do?
Why don't you get out your creativity bowls?
Oh, that's
and
great.
Play a little.
Look, they're right here. Okay, let us play. Okay, so then I might just pick up. Oh, this is another thing.
We're so funny.
We're so funny. Yeah, and they're all like, yeah, you're a riot.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so these are another Dina Wakley item that I'm trying, and so far I really like them, although they can get a little loose. But it's not a paintbrush. It's like a little rubbery, bendable tip. And what I like about it is you can clean it really easily because it's you don't have to worry with the bristles. Like every time I get out my gel medium, and I'm patient. I stand at the sink. I wait till the water runs clear. You know, the
You
whole
can never
nine
get it out of your
yards.
brushes.
And I can never get it out. And the next day, that brush is ruined. So here, I'm grabbing some words. It says, inspect the unicorn.
So that we just put that down and then put our stuff on top of it.
Yeah, and I'm just going to put some stuff on top of it. And I'm noticing, oh, this is cool, because I was a little bit worried about my printer ink running.
Smearing,
and it does not.
Okay, that's good.
So that's good to know.
And it's just a thin layer.
I goop it on as much as I want. So I just keep working with it. And you can leave ridges and it'll create a little texture. You know,
You
so
don't
it's
necessarily
okay.
want straight lines and stuff.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. So here I have, and this is a big mess. Okay, so here I have my first little attempt at being creative. Inspect the unicorn, it says. I think there's a poem in there.
Oh, she's crazy with the poetry.
Like, I think that if I were going to buy a unicorn, I for sure would want to inspect it first. Because you never know. You don't want a second-rate
I
unicorn.
was going to say, do you need to get 3 estimates on
Like,
that?
that's just a pony with, like, a paper towel glued to its forehead. That's not a unicorn at all.
Paper towel glued in forehead.
Yeah.
Who would do that?
You know, bad people. That's why you must always
You have
inspect,
to inspect
the unicorn.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
So now I'm going to lay down some of this Jane, what is it, Davenport? Jane Davenport napkin paper. I just think it's hilarious that it's napkins.
It's napkin
But,
paper.
You know, you can actually, I did that when I was a kid. I'd get decorative napkins.
Oh yeah, I used
And
to play with them
and
all
play
the
with
time.
them with glue?
I would take them home and play with them with. I don't think I had Mod Podge at the time, but
No, I don't.
something like
Wasn't
it.
in the budget, but I can tell you. And what I'm doing too is I'm kind of using my brush to draw the napkin up and make little crinkles in it on purpose.
What?
What? That's crazy talk.
That's
nope.
crazy talk,
I'm doing
Sarah.
it. I'm doing it.
I'm gonna tear mine and I'm gonna.
So I'm just gonna kind of slap that baby down.
This
And I'm
is
not
fun.
I'm not doing like, there's nothing that says, I'm not saying like, oh, this needs to be this or this needs to be that. I'm just grabbing stuff and putting it down wherever I want. So I found this little stamp from Baum Kuchen and down it goes right here.
Bam.
Bam. I'm just kind of following my instincts. You know what though? I forgot to put some underneath it, so I'm going to do that right now. Just going to gloop it.
Oh, I see. When you gloop the napkin, it gives it that texture. Gives it a little bit of texture
Yeah,
going on.
yeah.
I see what
so
you're
you can
doing.
do, and then we can add pigment on top of this. So any kind, like I have some. Oh, here they are. Ugh. I've got some Watercolor Wonder. These aren't available anymore. They're from Stampin' Up. They're their watercolor crayons. I don't know what they were thinking, getting rid of them.
No,
Rachel,
because
I'm
they're
gonna
the
be
best
honest,
thing
I'm gonna
ever.
tell you that. And I bet what I can do over here on top of my area that I already gessoed, because it'll be ready to take pigment, is I can make this just a big polka dot in purple. I seem to be having a purple theme going on. How odd.
Purple? What?
What?
Sarah?
That's so strange. It's not like it's my favorite color or anything.
Mm-mm.
And now I'm going to use my aqua color to kind of make that wet and kind of spin it out a little bit.
More goopies?
More goopies.
This is really kind of cool.
So, here I go. And so what I did, I'm going to clean that off, Rachel, so if you
I
need
might
to
use
use
that
it,
too.
so you'll have clear water. Okay. So now what I have is I have a polka dot up in the corner that kind of radiates out and is darker in the middle and lighter in on the edges, and a little purple stamp and a stripey from my pencil as well. I've got the words "Inspect the Unicorn" and I've got a fancy napkin glued in place. Doesn't really matter. It's just what I'm doing right now. No big deal.
I'm doing art.
Oh, I should do my thing.
Always art, then art. And I've got my napkin down,
Are we having any more napkins? Yeah, I need more napkins.
and now I'm going to put some more goopy over. Oh, I wanted to try that those rub-ons. Can I do that in this little dry area, do you think, here?
I think so. I think you would need to do it in a dry area. I wouldn't recommend doing it.
Not on a wet space.
No.
Okay, so let's see here.
So
We also found these Jane Davenport rub-ons, which we haven't used yet. We got these at Michael's also the other day. And I'm going to just pick a square here. You get 2 sheets So you can see here the two sheets and a popsicle stick. And so that's always fun.
It's kind of fun just to go to the store. I mean, I'm sure there's lots of people who do this, but I like to go to Michael's and just kind of wander the aisles and see what's new.
That's definitely my favorite thing to do.
And then you just, if you see something that you like, you're not sure how to use it, this is a great opportunity for getting it, for having an excuse to purchase.
An excuse to purchase.
Like, that looks really cool. I'm not sure how I'd use it. Well, give it a try, because the artist in you wants it. And, you know, the artist in you is a spoiled child. You must give them what they want.
They must, yeah. And the
must have what they
creativity
need.
bowls are a great way to do this.
Purple square in here that I kind of wanted. And then I'm ready to put on some more letters onto my page.
I think I might be shaking the table.
I don't think so. I'm not feeling it.
Okay, good.
All right.
So with
this is going really quick.
These little rub-on guys, they, oh, that is so cool. Oh, neato. So what you do is you cut off the pieces that you want, and then you take them and, let's see, where'd it go? They have a paper backing, okay? So you take the paper backing off, and then you just lay it down where you want it to go on your page, and then you just use the what is this thing called?
It's a little
Popsicle stick.
Yeah, or tongue. I think a tongue depressor, but I'm
Tongue
wrong.
depressor, and then you just rub over it. So you have to rub kind of hard. I'm using a piece of canvas that we got from Michael's also. It's just like a pre-done little, you know, when you have those sales and you get all that really great deals on the canvas pieces. And so I'm just using that. And then you lift that clear paper off of the top, and it makes, oh, look at how cute. Look at this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Look at,
Oh, nice.
can
So
you guys see that?
the rub-on is actually like a, it's like little paint splotches.
Yeah, they're like little watercolor blobs.
Okay, so here I go. Here's
Oh,
my page.
Sarah.
All right, so super fast. I feel my creative juices pumping through my veins. Here it is. It says it has some napkins in it. It has some what is else? Oh, it has my page, which is just I just found letters. My Scrabble letters for National.
My page.
Yeah, National Scrapbook or National Scrabble Day.
Scrabble.
And then Wonder and Climb are my little commandments there on this page.
Commandments.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, thou shalt wonder and thou shalt climb.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely. Easter's coming, people.
She's kind
Yeah.
of hardcore there.
Yeah. So that's that. And there you go. There is how you can use creativity bowls to, like, in a few minutes, put
Here's
together and kind of bring out. Now I'm ready to go make that card, because now I'm like, oh, I could work with purple. I could have little postage stamps lined up. You know, I'm getting more ideas about what I might do and how that all might work.
This is so fun.
And it's really fun. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I
It's
can't
really
believe how
fun.
quick and fun.
I
It's
think
not the most beautiful thing by any stretch, but
no, it's just mine though, and so I'm just gonna keep this, and it's no big deal. It's just like, oh, I just kind of worked with some stuff. I made a really goopy mess. I worked with a bunch of materials. I worked with colors. I worked with textures, and so it's fun.
it's fun.
So that's what we did
It's fun.
today. Those are creativity bowls, and I recommend them. So once again, we have 4 bowls. We have one that has little words in it, and we're gonna put this up, right, for people to.
Yeah, we'll put that up as a free printable in our
Yeah,
freebie
so
section.
you can use my words, but add to my words, because my words were mine, and they also have my kids' names in them. Although you might want to put people you know.
Yeah, maybe.
It's yours. And then I had a bowl that had little Scrabble tiles that I had just printed up from the internet. I put them up on our website, but I'm not sure that's legal.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Copyright way.
Yeah, but you can find them. Just Google Scrabble tiles. You
Yeah,
can find
Google
them.
Scrabble tiles.
And I have my little stamped images and postage stamped little things, and I have some collaging tissue paper that's really napkins. And these are all going to stack up when we're done and go onto the shelf. I'm going to clean my brushes, and I'll be done and ready to create. So that's that.
Awesome Blossom.
Yeah.
How fun. Sarah, thank you for
welcome.
sharing. Can we do this every day?
Yeah, let's do this every day. It's really fun.
I think we should start every day off with
a little bit
of creativity bowl.
It's true. The other thing I want to tell you, I should sit up. I'm getting all comfortable. Like,
So,
the other thing I want to tell you
then
is we have a product coming out this week.
Yes.
It's called Bookworm, and April is kind of a reader's month, if you know that. It's National Poetry Month. It is also Shakespeare's birthday is in April. He's kind of my favorite.
kind of.
A little bit. So, so April. So our planner pops
For this month is called
Bookworm.
Bookworm.
And if you're a person who, say, likes to read in bed, if you're a person who likes the old-fashioned kind of library cards, perhaps this might be the one for you. Yeah.
It is the one for you.
Yeah.
Promise.
Yeah.
Cross my heart.
You guys are going to love it. So,
it's cute.
yeah, coming out on
I
Saturday.
think it's really cute. Comes out on Saturday morning at 4 a.m. Hi, Krista.
Oh, hi, Krista. We're almost finishing up, but thank you for coming.
Well, you'll have to go back and watch us make a goopy mess.
Yeah, we
because
made a big goopy mess.
You'll like it.
You'd like that.
You'll like it.
You'd be appreciative. Okay.
Is that everything on our list?
That is everything on our list.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that kind of flew
I
by.
want to keep going.
That kind of flew by. Yeah.
I want to keep going.
Well, we can continue, but I think we need to let these good people get on with their lives.
But I want to keep playing.
You may keep playing, but I think we need to let these, again, these people they're watching us, they're not having the fun. So maybe they want to go get their creativity
bowls.
Get
your creativity bowl set up, you guys, and we'll get that printable up today.
Yeah.
For you to go borrow.
Yeah.
And we will see you next week. I can't stop. I'm so sorry. I just can't.
Truman, can you just tell me what she's saying? What is it?
What's Krista
Hello,
saying?
I just got home.
Oh, hi, Krista. Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Yeah.
From dropping off the kitties, I assume.
Yeah.
So you'll have to go and watch the rest of it so we can
Okay.
have a goopy mess. But we love you guys.
Yeah. Thank
Remember,
you so
if you
much.
have any questions or comments about any of this stuff, be sure and leave some comments down below and subscribe.
And if you haven't already and you're on Facebook, if you would follow our page, that would be awesome because we're always looking for more followers. It helps us quite a bit.
We want more
Thank you.
friends
Yeah.
to play with and make goopy messes
Yeah.
all the time.
Thanks so
See
much
you
for
guys
stopping
next
by.
week.
Bye-bye.